Hello and welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever excitable Adam and today I'm playing V-Commandos Operation Snowflake. Hopefully the name is a good indication to how easy this level will be, but the dice gods and cards sometimes don't turn out well for the allied commandos. So we'll see what happens, I guess. This is my third real operation because Operation Green doesn't really count. So it's my third real operation. So we'll be trying to destroy an underground base, which I'm very much looking forward to getting to. But before we can get to that, we have to do the two kind of levels before that. So we've got two different terrain tiles we have to go through, and then we get to the underground base. What else to say about this? So like all of these run-throughs, I get 2 attempts to do this. If I don't succeed on my second, by my second attempt, then yeah, this is game over. The Germans have won this particular battle. So with that in mind, it's 2-0. Let's see if they can we can make this hat trick. So this is Operation Snowflake all set up. This is the first part of the operation. There is another level after this. So we do 2 of these. Once we've done that, it unlocks the underground base. So we've got the weapons depot on the left here and the village on the right. Before we get to that, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's find out what Operation Snowflake is all about.
The Nazis exploit a pyrite mine in Norway, which provides them with materials essential to the German arms industry. We have to blow this mine up. The idea of bombing it has been ruled out to avoid any civilian casualties. Split up. The first group will create a diversion, while the second one destroys the pyrite depot. Then join up in the underground base. Be careful, the explosions in the depot might weaken the structure of this base.
That doesn't sound ominous at all. So we have our weapons depot over here, like I said, in the village over there. We have a special thing that happens during this, the reinforcement phase in here. So the commanders in the village create a diversion to give those operating the depot free rein. During each enemy reinforcement step, after having placed the enemy unit tokens, you may decide to bring in one of them from the weapons depot to an enemy entrance in the village. So basically I will, this is how I'm playing it, I'll be spawning on both levels and then deciding if I want to take something off here and put it onto there. Something I think I did wrong previously, and I just want to clarify. So triangular tokens, so you've got your triangular tokens, objectives and alarms, and the MG42 nest is also one. At the beginning of every level, you're supposed to basically put enemies on all triangular tokens, and that also includes the MG42 nest. I wasn't aware of that previously. So yeah, we're just going to be playing with that new rule in there. So if I have got that wrong previously, I apologize. I'm shuffling the cards now so that we can be sure that I haven't stacked the deck in any way, shape or form. I don't want to rob me or the Germans out of a victory. As always, I get 2 attempts at this entire operation. And apologies because the sun is coming through in a glorious lunchtime here. So basically, we were going to have a nice little shadow on this side. But I kind of imagine it's a big crane or something next to the village. We are going with the sapper, the scout, the officer and the medic. The sapper is on his tan side, which gives him his bar rifle if things go wrong. The scout is on his tan side, which means he can be sneaky and move through windows. He has this crowbar as well, which is pretty good. The officer, we have put him on his tan side, so he can give, for 0 actions, he can give a +1 AP token to a commander on his level. Or for, he can also, for 0 actions, he can give a +1 die shooting bonus for 1 shot to a commander within shooting range or to himself. So that's his ability, and the medic is here on his tan side as well, which gives him a silent stem and the ability to try to claim back the first aid kit if he fails, if he gets a 5 or a 6 when he's rolling. Right, well, enough of that. Let's get down to the level. So the weapons depot, what we're trying to do is we're trying to blow up this and this by placing dynamite there. And over here, we're going to be spending 3 action points to send a telegram via this telegram device there. 3 action points is a lot of action points to do stuff. And also, the entrance here is a bit of a bad kind of place. We, oh, sorry, that should be the other way around. We have to spawn here for our commandos. The problem is we might have enemies come here and then move into that space there. So we just got to hope that the dice gods are in our favor today. So without further ado, let us begin. So, enemy Einkeits. Enemy lets down their guard. If the alarm is silent, which it is, discard up to 3 spotted tokens from the equipment reserve. That is really handy. What's not so handy is everyone's moving north, which means this is going to be very crowded very quickly. So I imagine we are going to be moving whatever comes into here over to this side so we can leave this free for our troops to get in there and blow it up. And on this side we have the white flag. We don't need to worry about that because there is the alarm's not triggered. If the alarm does trigger, then we do have to worry about this, but right now we're not worrying about it, guys. Okay, so let's get rid of these spotted tokens. So 3 of these spotted tokens are now out of the game for this particular go through. So we're going to start with the sapper. The sapper is moving in here for 1 action point. He's moving. He's then going to drop this on the floor and spend 2 action points to move into this area here. The scout is moving in for 1 action point. He's picking this up for free. And then we are going to give him a +1 action point for next turn. The officer is going to come in first. Now, the nice thing is we know this is going to have 1 person in, but yeah, we're just basically getting both these guys out. They're both having a +1 for next turn. So the spawning begins. So we have enemy there. We have 0 enemy there. We have this guy down here. This guy here and this guy here. So it's during the spawning, so we're going to get rid of this straight away because this is going to be replaced by an elite enemy, which is going to be placed into the bag. And then we are going to choose to spawn this guy here. So everybody moves south who can move south on this side. Because there's no movement on here because everyone is guarding triangular tokens, but on this side everyone moves south, starting from this guy. So he goes through the door and he's guarding this place there. And then these 2 guys come down here. 6th Sense, a commando gets a +1 AP token. So Sapper, you've got a +1 and everyone's moved north. And the alarm. During any reinforcement step, enemy units enter as if the alarm was triggered, which means we're going to have at least 2 people in here. 2 people in there. 2 people are going to spawn there and then move into here. 2 people are spawning in there and then moving in there. And then obviously, we're probably going to be taking somebody who spawns from here and placing it here as well. So this is going to be very, very crowded. So we're going to have to be quick with this. We're going to start with the medic. The medic is going to shoot into this zone. Oh no, yes, because he's got silenced pistol, silenced weapon even. So he shoots, he gets 2 4s, he needed 3 more, so he kills this guy. He's added back to reserve bag. We draw out an item or spotted token, and it's a spotted token, but we don't worry about it because no one around to witness this. Okay, so that's his first action. He's spending 2 more actions to move in there. He's then using his +1 AP token to move into this zone here. It's now the officer's turn. The officer is going to spend 2 action points to move into there. He's going to spend a further action point to move into there, and then he's going to give a +1 AP token to the medic. Now I've moved him up here because we're going to get him to shoot into there for the next turn, and I'll get an additional dice because of this ability here, I guess. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. If we can kill this guy silently, get him in there, and then send the telegram, we then just have to get out, which might be trickier than it sounds. Okay, so over to this side. The sapper is going to move 2 spaces, 2 action points to move into here. He's picking this up for free, and that's going to be the end of the sapper's go. We're then going to really hope that we manage to pass a test here to get in here. So 2 action points to move into here. We have to do a stealth test. And we're spotted. Oh, dear me. It was going so well. So the alarm is blaring. Oh, hard to pick these up sometimes. The alarm is blaring off there. So the scout is going to spend 1 action point to place this on that tile, and then he is going to attempt to move out of here. Or do we just shoot? We just shoot at this point, right? No. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep hold of this for the moment. We're going to try and kill this guy. We've got 1 pistol to do it. And we've got a 3, which kills him. Spotted token. And then the scout is just going to move back into here. So he's now invisible again. Stealthy is the word I'm looking for. But it's damage done. The alarm is already going off. So we're going to be having a lot more people on this level. And subsequently, this level over here. So, let's go for... Okay, so it's just reinforcement step now. Which really sucks because... And then there's 2 in this place as well. Okay, so we're getting rid of the zeros. Adding 3 elites to the bag. And then everyone is moving north on this one. But before we do that, we're going to take someone away. So we're going to take the hammer guy and we're going to place him there. So on this side, everyone moves north. So we have 1 guy moving into there. And on this side, everyone moves south. So we basically have this room totally full now. So, bomber, and keep it down, fellas. So the bomber means one of these tiles is going to explode, which, you know, isn't great. And then over on this side we have keep it down, fellas. During this turn, the first stealth check is an automatic success. Well, isn't that good? But everyone's moving west, so everyone's going to be moving this way. We're going to have the same issue here where everyone's moving north again. Okay, so... We're going to start with a French medic. He's going to shoot into here. We need to get 4 or more. 5 and a 6. We kill this guy guarding the telegram. And do we find anything really fun there? Let's see. Hopefully something nice. Kind of fed up of spotted tokens at this point. So there's some explosives there. So that was his first action. His second action, he's going to shoot into this area here. He got 3 and a 6. He kills both of these guys. We get a spotted token and a grenade. And then, so this tile is going to have people in as well. So he's going to have to shoot into here and hopefully not draw any attention. So he got 4 and a 3. Perfect. He's killed both of these guys as well. Oh, and there's a crowbar that's always worth picking up. But he's going to end his go there. The officer is going to move in here for 1. He's then going to use 2 and his thing there to basically send the telegram. So the telegram's been sent. we're going to pick this up for free. And for 0 actions, he can give himself a +1 action. Now, I'm not sure whether I could use that straight away on this turn. I'm going to play that I'm not able to use it. So this might come back to bite me in the bum, guys. But that's what I'm planning on doing with that. I might have been able to actually have him activate again, which would have got him out of danger. Well, not necessarily, because people can spawn there and move here anyway. So we'll see. Okay, so the place, I'm not sure what I'm doing. 2 action points for the scout to move into there, 1 action point for him to place this on there, and then he's going to move 1 point to come into this area with the sapper. The sapper is going to, I mean, the alarm's already going on at this point, right? So the sapper is going to shoot open this door. He has now become visible because of this. He's then going to shoot at this guy. He's got 3 dice. He needs to get 5 or more to kill him. He misses. So that was his second attack. His third action, he managed to kill him. And there's a German officer disguised there. Honestly, guys, I'm not sure what I'm doing now. I've kind of totally messed this up with doing that with the sapper. So the sapper is going to move down there. Okay, so now we're doing the reinforcement steps. Oof. So start over here. So these guys are all going to move towards the most visible commando, which is down here. So these guys are moving down here. Oh, before I move, I get to take one of these guys and place it onto there. But I don't want to. So these guys move down here. These guys are coming in. I'm going to have, well, he's going to guard that. And I believe he has to stay where he is. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment below to let me know if that is the case. The bomber has already come in and blown somewhere up, so I'm going to have him blow up this place here. So basically, anyone can enter that place now. So yeah, that's all the movement on there. So then over on this side, we're going to everyone moves west. So these guys go in there. This guy moves into here. This guy moves into here. So for the British officer, he is spotted. And for the French medic, he is not spotted. So the British officer spotted. What are you doing here? And then everyone who can shoot, shoots, which is a lot of dice here. So we have 1 for the guy in the same room as the British officer. We have 2 for the guy with the alarm and 3 for the elite that's just below. So they need 4 or more to hit. And yeah, they managed to do it. So he is down. Drowned out and secure that door. Okay, so drown out. All sounds are muffled by the noise of bombs exploding in the distance. During this turn, ignore basically any noise symbols on equipment tokens. If only I'd waited 1 more turn, I could have done that. We do not know where the I could have basically attacked with him and not had loads of people coming in to get him. We don't know where they're going to move this turn though, which is a shame. But if he's still visible, we do know where he's going to go. They're going to go towards him. So Okay, we're going to set a trap. Let's try this. So we're going to start with the over here. So we've got the drowned out thing here. We're going to start with the sapper. The sapper is going to open this for 1 action point. He's going to move in here for a 2nd action point. He's picking this up for free. He's placing this down for free. He's moving there for his 3rd action point, and he's going to stay where he is. Now, do we get the scout to just start shooting his way through? He's not got a lot of dice, but I'm not sure how else we're going to be able to do this unless he just runs in to try to... There's going to be there's going to be a ton of people in here next turn. At least 2 people and 3 people. Same thing at the moment. So we're going to do this now. We're going to risk it. We're moving our scout in there. We need to get 3 successful stealth checks. And we're spotted. Of course we are. So we've been spotted. The gig's up, guys. He's got to shoot his way out of this, and we've lost this level at this point, I think. So the scout's attacking. Got a 2, so he kills this guy here. Got 6, so we kill this guy. And then for his final action, he's going to move off of this space. So we're just seeing if this guy hits him, which he does. So he's hit for 1, but he's become stealthy again. All going a bit Pete Tong over there. And I didn't draw out another item token. I don't believe I drew out an item token for the 2nd guy we killed, but another spotted. So over here, our British officer's bleeding out. And the ability here, the event here, once during this turn by giving 3 of his equipment tokens to the resistance, 1 commander will pick up 1 crowbar token in the equipment reserve. Well, that's pretty handy. I've not seen this one before. Everyone's moving north. Okay, I'm leaving the commando. I'm going to move here for 2 action points. He's opening this door for a 3rd action point, and he's using his last +1 AP token to move over here. Which means our British officer has sadly expired, but he sent his telegram. Okay, so... let's just do the spawning and the movement now. Okay, so we are going to get rid of... Might as well send over one of these guys over here. So now the enemy movement step. And this guy would have been able to come on the board as well, so he's in there as well. And on this side, everyone moves north. Right, so these guys are going to shoot him, but before we get to the shooting it thing, we are going to blow up this room with the TNT that we had there. 0 action points. I don't think we flipped that over. I don't know why I was doing that. But yeah, basically, they kill everybody who is in there with his well-placed dynamite. Okay. So, during this turn, spotted tokens are ignored. Oh, sorry, no. Sniper. During enemy shooting step, 1 commander without German uniform on an outdoor tile suffers 1 injury. May be avoided in exchange for a +1 AP token. Everyone's moving east. Over here, don't shoot. We don't need to worry about this because we're coming straight away. So we're going to go straight for the medic. 1 action point to open this door, and he's off the level. Okay. So our sapper is moving in here for two action points. No, 1 action point. He's just running in. 1 action point to move in there. He's then shooting into this zone. He got 5 and a 5 and a 1, so he kills this guy and this guy. Okay, and then he's moved 1, he's shot 1, he's got 2 actions left basically. He's going to shoot again. And yeah, kills this guy. And find a barrage token. And then he is going to move back. Where do we want to go now? Yeah, we're going to move back this way. So the scout is going to use 2 action points to move into this area here. So he's still kind of quiet. We're going to pick up the barrage token. And the first aid kit. Unfortunately, because he's outside, he's gonna get hit. So he'll only have 1 action next turn unless we. Oof, Adam, oof. No, we're not going to move him there. So he's still got 2 action points left. There's not much he can do really. They're going to move towards the visible commando. So they're going to go one into there. Which means one of these guys is going to be holding on to this. We're going to do this though. So our scout's going to go 1, 2 into there. That's that. And that's done. So now we do the so we've got 2 guys here. Two guys there. One guy goes onto there. We are going to automatically remove one of these guys and place him in here, and then spawning over this side. And then everybody moves. So, and that's, oh no, we can move people around. So we've got 3, 4. He's in there. These guys can all move west as well. Okay, and then on here, everyone's moving east, but no, they're not. They're all moving towards him. So, oh, what? At least one person will be able to shoot him this turn. So this guy's shooting at him, and he needs 2 or more to hit. And of course, he hits twice. I think this is going to be mission failure, guys. I honestly don't see how I'm going to do this. Okay, so Oshwoman, if I had an enemy uniform on, I'd be able to direct where these guys are going to go, but I don't. And on this side, drillers and the commanders may reroll 1 die per shot, but we don't need to worry about that. So the sapper is just going to roll 3 dice to kill that guy, which he does. He's going out swinging, bless him. Oh, well, that's clearly in the wrong place. So there's a crowbar there. Our scout is going to open this up with his thingy there, and he's going to move into this space for his second action. So, reinforcement. Okay. And then everybody moves. Oh, and I'm going to choose one of these guys to go. So I'm going to say this guy. No, I'm not sure he actually just spawned. This guy just spawned. So we're going to get rid of him and put him on here. I don't think I've done the spawning on this tile yet, so maybe I did. I can't remember if I have, so if I have, apologies. Right, so everyone on here, we're going to do this. Everyone here moves west. Yeah, that's that. Everyone here moves towards the sapper. And they all attack the sapper. They need 2 or more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. And our sapper is down. Absolutely. Gunned down in the courtyard there. Ugh. So next, close combat during this turn, the first command to an enemy unit in close combat gets +1 AP token. And this one, we don't need to worry about what that says. So we're going to move in here for 2 action points and then roll for stealth check. My idea here is to basically, if I can stealth into here, I can stealth into there and then detonate. But, of course, I have been discovered. I'll play this turn out, but I'm fairly certain that's the end of this. I failed this first operation. Now we're going to move this guy just spawned over onto here. I'm not going to worry about the zeros at the moment, guys, because it's not really going to matter. We do the movement step now. And everyone's attacks. So we're going to start with this elite here. He's actually no. Let's start with the guy with the MG nest. He's rolling 4 dice, and he needs to get 2 or more. And every single one obliterates the scout. This is a total loss for the Allies. The only person to make it out was the medic. And yeah, that's game over for this particular attempt at Operation Snowflake. So, we couldn't make this a hat trick. I spent way too long with my scout and sapper, and unfortunately it all ended pretty badly in the depot, whilst the other side wasn't too much of an issue. Overall, I quite enjoyed this level. It was my own fault that things went wrong. I should have timed my attacks better. This is definitely one which, this is a thinking man's game, and when you're trying to film and make it interesting at the same time, it can lead to some tactical blunders. That's what I'm going with anyway. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any mistakes I made, please leave comments below and I will add them to the little kind of rules clarification bit at the bottom of the video. Mistakes were made. And if you enjoyed this video, if you've managed to do this video and you've got some advice for it, then please put it below as well to give everyone some hope that you can complete this. So that was my first attempt gone. So I'm down a life. I have one last attempt to do the entire operation in one go. So join me next time, and hopefully we will get a third victory for the British, Allied, American, French, all those people, the Allied forces. I've been Adam. Till next time, stay safe and keep rolling.